Charlie's live yet. Says I'm live, but I don't know. Let's see. Am I live on YouTube? Let's find out. Yes, we are live on YouTube, but I don't think we're live on. Oh, yeah, we are live. Yes, we are. All right, cool. Okay, let me turn that volume down here. Okay, turning the volume down there. Looking at the live chat here. I'll put this over here. Just setting up, folks. Just setting up. Let's see here. Okay, so this is Facebook. I got that one running. And this is YouTube. And I got that running. Okay, all right. Let's see. What am I missing? I am missing my locomotive brother, Joe Bravo. He's supposed to be calling me here. And he may be a no-show. I don't know. Let's see. Let's call him. I don't hear nothing. Mr. Locomotive Brother, he got things to do. Doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's have him call us whenever he's ready. And when he's ready, he'll give us a call. Okay, and we are there. Okay, hi, folks. Happy Friday. It's Friday, May 23rd. And I just wanted to do a little bit of a live feed today because I haven't done a live feed in quite some time. But that said, I decided to run an old Tyco train that I did not have as a kid. Let me bring this up to here. Take it off. Bring it to the front here. Let's see. Can you guys see it there? Yep. We'll put it right there. Okay. So this train here was Tyco's Coming Around the Mountain. Now, I remember it as a kid at Toys R Us, and I saw it, and I'm like, man, that's a weird looking train. I'll be honest with you, as a kid, I was not too crazy about the SD24 design, because that's what that is. That's an SD24. And let's see here. Hang on a second. Let's do this. Let's see if I can bring this up, because I'm not seeing any chat from the YouTube channel. So I apologize for that. And I'm just trying to figure out what I can do to see both. So maybe, why don't I do this? Why don't I just open both of them here on my phone and just have them both kind of ready. Let's see, Charlie's live. And okay. All right. Now, I'm not expecting a whole lot of people to be watching this right now because it's 9:46 in the morning. You should be at work. Not me, but you should be at work. So, anyways, yeah, this Tyco train was at Toys R Us, I remember, and it had a really cool scheme. The color scheme was awesome. I like the how they painted it, and the little design on there. But I wasn't too crazy about how the SD24 looked because of the high nose that it had. It, the front of the nose, went all the way to the rooftop of the cab. And so I was more you know, into the GP20, which, you know, the nose, you know, it's low. And to me, that was like, okay, that's my train. But uh, I nonetheless would see this train at Toys R Us when I'd go down there and I'd pick up a, you know, a box car or a gondola car or something. And I never had uh, an autoloader. I did have some tanks and of course a caboose, but the coming around the mountain train was something that I only saw. Another thing that I did see was that it was in a commercial, and it was like she'll be coming around the mountains when she comes, and then they, you know, they show you the train. But honestly, I have not seen that commercial on YouTube, and couldn't tell you why no one has been able to find it and post it. I wish they would, but um, well, for right now, we're gonna run coming around the mountain the SD24 locomotive that we had back in, I want to say this run started in 1977 and went all the way through 1979. So what we're seeing here is the 1979 version. So if you bought this train set in 1979, you would get the locomotive, the Burlington Northern gondola car, the autoloader, the um, Texaco tank car, and you would get the caboose with it. And we don't have to run it that fast, but for whatever reason, we got a little bit of an issue here on this part of the track. I'm gonna clean it up just a tad to see if it'll just start running the way it should. And there you go. Track got a little dirty. I've been running it all morning, and we could even slow it down further than that. Let's take it down a notch. Okay. I was running it, and it's only pulling half an amp, but I noticed that there's variations in speed, and I think that's because the springs inside are really old, and they heat up, and then they cool off, and so, you know, you get power again, and you kind of lose a little bit of power, then all of a sudden it decides to come back to life. And so that may be something that we should look into at some point, and address that issue. Of course, you know, this is 40 some plus years old, so I can't expect too much out of it. It's an old train, but I like it. I really appreciate these trains now, and has really good detail. You know, the top of it has the like all the brake tanks are on top. I think is what those are. And of course, the horns are up there, and the radiator fans and all them goodies, and of course the exhaust. And it really runs really nice. But believe it or not, the 1977 version had a Wesson tank car. It had a pulp wood car, and it had like three more. It had three more cars in it, and I'm like, well, that's kind of a lot for a pancake motor, because if you buy it brand new, yeah, it's going to pull it for, you know, really solid for a couple months of running. But then after that, those springs and those brushes, they're going to start wearing out, and it's going to be much harder to pull that load for that train. But this is running pretty good. Like I said, it'll run like this for a couple minutes, and then it'll start kind of lagging a little bit. Oh, all right, we got a couple guys here. Mark Ryan, and he also has this locomotive. Let me switch this over here. Let me switch this over here. That way I can read it over here in front of the camera. So Mark says that he has this locomotive, and this Tycho scene is the expanded version of what came as part of the Tycho scene kits or the sets, because most of them had just an oval, and the expansion pack is this center part right here, where you have this turnout, and it would turn out into this, and you can add another um, crossing gate, and then come out. So you could kind of run it inside, then you can run it on the outside. And this is the expanded version. I've only seen this expanded version on eBay once, and I just happened to buy it. I saw it and I said, I better get this, because if I don't get it, it's going to be a long time before we see that expansion. And it was brand new, and I wish I would have placed it on a much better uh, platform to keep it together. But I mean, this will do. I don't have any issues with derailments or anything like that. But if I was to do it all over again, I think I would do it maybe on a plywood sheet and then just glue it onto that. Um, the issue is with some of these foams that we have now. What happens is that when the glue starts drying, it starts shrinking, and it just warps that foam, and so now you got a warped um, layout, and then that causes all kinds of issues. But and we also have W and LE Racing. Hi guys out there, and we also have Papa John Trains. Now, Papa John, I believe I'm subscribed to him, and check out his website. In fact, if you see anybody here on the chat, check out their website and see what's going on. We'll see what they got going on. Yep. So if you ever find this centerpiece, which is the expansion for the Tycho scene, you gotta snag it right away. Because chances are, I've had this one for a couple years, and I've yet to see it again. Now you can get the regular Tycho scene, which is just the oval, but it's a lot shorter. And you'll find it for a decent price. Maybe under. Sometimes you can find them for about $25 to $35. Some people ask for a lot more than that, but I'm like, it's just a piece of cardboard. But it's Tycho, and it's the stuff that we had as kids, so it's a little bit. It might be in demand, but definitely snag that expansion pack, because it gives you a lot more to work with. You can put more buildings in here and stuff. And I found a box that I have with some buildings that I need to build. So maybe I'll take a building or two and start working on it, and place it here, or here. You can place buildings all over the place, and it just gives you a little bit more to work with. Makes the Tycho scene more active, and not boring or anything like that. But of course, the focus is watching the train. And see if I give you another angle here with it. Oh, here it comes. Look at that. She's coming around the mountain. There's no mountains here, but she's coming around the mountain. She came from the mountains. Yes, sir. So let's see here. There you go. Out the back, through the front, through the side. Let's see here. There you go. Back here again. You see, I noticed how it just started to slow down a little bit. Yeah, I think those are the springs kind of expanding, and then they heat up, and then they kind of, you lose a little bit of power because you're not getting that full. You're getting a lot of resistance in there, I'm thinking, and not the free flowing electrons like they should be. But now see how I picked up speed again. So I took some videos this morning, and I hope when I put that video together, you guys will really like it. I got some pretty cool angles in there with the buildings, and I'm just hoping that I could find something, uh, maybe bluegrass music or something to throw in there, and get that all choreographed right, because I do love this train. This little guy has been running really nice, um, for the most part. Well, thanks a lot, Papa John. I'm glad you enjoyed this train here. I do actually have, I believe, two or I think I have two more of these. One of them has to be completely refurbished, and the other one is loose in one of my boxes. I thought I had it there in my on my shelf, and I don't have it there on my shelf. So I've got to go through that shelf and figure out what I'm going to get rid of and what I'm going to keep and what's running and what's not running and what needs to be repaired and what needs to be lubricated and whatnot. Trust me, I've got years worth of Tyco stuff to go through. There's there's years of videos that I could do, literally years of videos of how much Tyco stuff I've kind of accumulated. But this one here, I wanted to do the 1979 version of "Coming Around the Mountain," and man, I am just so happy that I was able to pull this out today and videotape it, and then I'll do a presentation video, and then I'll also do short videos. And I this time around on my videos, I got a DJI, kind of one of those what do they call those things? It's like a stick and it has stabilization on it. And you can move it around and the camera kind of stays in the same spot. I forget the name of the thing, but I used that today for some videos, and I think I've got to learn how to use it a little bit more, but it worked pretty good. And yeah, but this is rolling around really nice here. We also just have Clintonville Model Railroad. Reminds me of my first train, a 1984 Bachmann Powerhouse Yard Boss. You know, I'm glad you guys are seeing this, reminding you of, your childhood and how much fun you had back in the day. And, model railroading isn't going to go away anytime soon. Um, because I noticed here in Orange County, and I'm in California, there's a big interest. Every time we have the train show, the world's greatest train show over here in Costa Mesa at the fairgrounds, there is always a big turnout, and there's a lot of kids that go to this show to the point where they're like stepping on you while you're trying to do these videos, and they're getting away, and they put their head in there, and it's like, okay, kid, let me redo the shot, but kids are being kids. Kids are curious, they're loving it. I don't mind spending just redoing the shot or anything like that. But it's really neat to know that kids are really interested in it. I just wish we had more access, like through hobby shops here, because we don't have too many hobby shops. So it's kind of hard for Dad to take Johnny or Sue to the train shop and get some of this stuff. And then when Dad walks into the train shop, and then they find out that, oh shoot, the Broadway Limited train is $325. Well, Pop's gonna say, forget about it. But we no longer have Toys R Us out here. We no longer have KB Toys. Amazon killed all that, and it's these starter sets that kids should get into and start with. You gotta order them on on Amazon or Walmart. Walmart has an online store too. Because you look at Walmart's toy section, and they don't have HO trains. And during Christmas, they'll bring you. That's my wife calling. Let's see. Hang on a second. Hey, honey, you are live.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. Everything good? What's that?
I'm just checking in. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
checking in.
All right.
Love
Well,
you, honey.
yeah, love you
Bye.
too, hon. I'll be off here in a few minutes, so I'll call you back.
Okay.
All right, hon. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, hon. Bye. All right. So, as we were saying, Walmart will put out these battery-operated trains that you put underneath the tree during Christmas. Yeah, that's all right, but it's not. It's not. To me, it's like it's not HO and it's not N scale and it's not O scale. It's just something that you kind of look at Christmas and you put it away and then you're done. But let's see. We also have a couple of other people showing up here. Bomber Lou 30 has just joined. Thank you, buddy, for watching the channel here. And yes, Mark Ryan is telling us that the starter sets is the lifeblood of the hobby. And you're absolutely right. Because that is what's going to motivate the hobbyist into expanding. And I do remember when I first got my Tyco Chattanooga diesel engine, the GP20, it came with a circle. And then I went to Toys R Us back in the day and I bought some straight track. And I think that was only like a couple bucks. And then I'm like, ooh, I want to put this track on a piece of plywood. So my dad worked construction, so he gave me a piece of 4x8, quarter inch, no, half inch, I think. It was heavy. I think it was a half inch piece of plywood, or 3/8, I'm sorry, 3/8 piece of plywood. And then I laid that track down. I even nailed it with the nails that they gave you. I nailed it. Actually, I painted the board this green. I had some green paint. My dad had some green paint in the garage. I painted it green. Then I laid the track down. Then I nailed it down, and I didn't solder any of the joints or nothing. But I ran that train on that board, and man, little by little, I started getting a crossing gate. Then I got for Christmas, somebody from church gave me a loader, just like the not the United one, but the other one, the one that we use with the Union Pacific piggyback cars. Um, did that, and then what else did I do? I had I bought a couple of little houses and I kind of glued them together and just started doing accessories as it went, and then I went from there, and I've had a blast ever since. I've never. There was a couple down times in my life where I couldn't do any model railroading. I went to the Navy, so you can't do model railroading on a ship, obviously. So it took me a little while to restart my love for the hobby, and then I built I think it was it was an L-shaped 12-foot by 8-foot uh, layout with a lot of track. I mean, I had bridges, I had tunnels, I had everything in that thing, and I never finished it because we had to move, and so it wouldn't fit in the new place that I was at. So I ended up selling it to a guy in Arizona. He drove all the way from Arizona put it on a flatbed and drove off with it because he had room in extra. His daughter went to college, and he's like, "Hey, I got a room now, and I'm gonna put that layout in there. But I'm gonna also make my own layout, but I want a layout that I could start running my trains in. That train layout that I had wasn't completely landscaped, but it was functional. All the track was functional. Everything was functional. So let's see here. Let's see. I don't think I've ever been in a Hobby Lobby. Yep, Hobby Lobby does have uh, some starter sets. Now, they have this N scale starter set and they have an HO starter set. And I want to say the HO starter set's like 150 around there. And the N scale is about, I want to say like 129 or no, the HO is 179 and the hobby and the N scale is 129. And it's very basic. There's really nothing in it. And I'm just scratching my head. I go, how do we go from buying a train set for literally $29.99 or even less to getting a train set that's $179 as a starter set? It kind of blows me away. So times have definitely changed. So now I'm very patient when I buy something. If I want to buy something, I try to get the best deal out of uh, out of getting it. Um, I I don't do as much eBay stuff as I used to. Now I kind of look at OfferUp. There's a lot of local people that have uh, train items for sale locally here, and sometimes they want an arm and a leg, and then I kind of write them a note. I said, the reality of it is it's not worth as much as you think it is. Here's my offer, and sometimes I don't get it, and sometimes they say, yeah, okay, all right, I'll take whatever I'll take the offer. So we uh, we definitely have a lot of people selling this stuff because they're like, well, I'm not going to do anything with it. Let me just get rid of it. You have a lot of those people, and then you have the people that are they're collectors and they know the value of it, and you can still strike a deal, but you just got to shop around. Nowadays, you got to shop around. Most of this stuff, they don't sell anymore, and you got to look. That's part of the hobby, is looking. Okay, let's see here. Papa John is telling us that eBay helped end local hobby stores. You're probably right. A lot of things related to the internet overall ended a lot of mom and pop shops. Let's see. I don't think I've ever been to Hobby Lobby. They sell Bachman sets. Yes, they do sell Bachman sets at Hobby Lobby. That's the only thing they sell. Let's see here. Okay, so Bachman sets used to look like the layout you're seeing. Yes, a lot of layouts back in the day had some buildings that came with it. If you see the other old commercials, the old Tyco commercials, some Bachman commercials, they offer that stuff. So you got a lot for your buck back in the day. And let's see here. So Mark Ryan's asking me, how long have I been in the hobby? Well, I've been in the hobby. I started when I was maybe 10 years old, and I'm 60 now. So I'm about maybe, you know, 50 years into it, but there was some years where I couldn't do the hobby. So that put me out. But overall, I mean, I'd say, I've started it since I was 10. 10 is what started the whole thing, and I went from there. And looks like Mark's been in it for 56 years. That's awesome. Yep. Clintonville Model Railroad. Thank you for hanging out with us. It says nothing has value unless someone wants it, which is a very true statement. I have bought things that I'm like, dang it, I hate that price, but I'm gonna get it because I want that. You know, you can't find it as often as often as it comes up. But yeah, so true. Yep. And the other side of it is, are you willing to sell it? So he says he has a BLI Blue Goose. Uh, is worth nothing because I'll never sell it. So yeah, if you love it, hang on to it. Don't let it go. Let's see here. Clintonville Model Railroad has started since 1984. And he doesn't do math, and me neither. So that just sounds like a long time. Yep. And as you can see, folks, we've been talking here for a little while, and guess what? Coming around the mountain is still running. Hasn't stopped one bit. I had to raise my garage door a little bit to get a little bit of cool air in here because it was starting to get warm. But yeah. Yes, sir. I like it. So if you haven't seen the other videos I've put up, I'm going to start doing more of these presentation videos. I've been doing a lot of shorts. Shorts is what I have been getting most of my subscribers with. It just kind of bumps the viewing time because I am monetized. And I wish I had that fan base like those guys, Classic Model Trains and SMT. I think it's SMT Railroad, SMT Trade Line or something like that. Man, those guys just woof. They put out a video and man, they get like 40,000 views like in 2 hours. That's crazy. But I'm just trying to get there. I'm learning. I'm learning about how to present videos and do videos, and it's a learning curve. I think it takes some time. You gotta work at it. Because I don't think YouTube's all enthused about paying you for videos. They want to make sure that they get the content out there. They can throw their advertisements on your content, and they're making money. And then at some point, you get to make money along with them. But I guess it just takes a lot of patience to get in there. Mark Ryan says he likes HO&N, and I also have the N scale layout over here. Let's see, yeah, back over there. That's my N scale. I love that thing. It's really finicky. And let's see here. Let's go this one here. Yeah, my N scale's over here, back over there. There's some videos on it, and I would love to have G scale, but I do not have the room for G scale. I really don't. Man, those radius turns are just, whew, they're big, really big. I got Joe Bravo who's making that table for me, and there might be a possibility of getting a G scale track on it. The table is 14 foot long by 4 foot wide with an expansion of 6 foot if I want it. And I want to do my slot cars on there because I'm into slot cars too. But we'll have to see. Let me see if I get Joe Bravo to come up on the phone here. Come on, Joe, answer the phone.
Hey.
Hey, there you are.
Sorry, brother.
Huh?
We're going to the dentist.
The dentist.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm live. I'm live,
Oh,
and
really?
I've been live.
Let me go inside. Hold on.
All right.
Are you live right now?
Yeah, I'm live right now. I've been live, and we've had a lot of good guys here. Red Butler, who is also a Tycho fan, has just joined.
Nice.
Yeah, Red Butler. And Rick Trains.
I gotta go outside, my brother. Hold on.
All right. Rick Trains has also been in the hobby since 1976, which is quite some time. Quite some time. Man, look at that. This is looking beautiful. Man, I'm really excited that you guys have joined me here today. I wasn't thinking I was going to get more than maybe 5 people, but man, we've gone up to something like 12 people watching the channel on a Friday during the day. Maybe you guys are watching from work. I don't know. Maybe you took the day off. But and it's awesome that you guys have joined me. And now we got my locomotive brother Joe Bravo on the phone too. And he locomotive he got locomotive breath. Yes, sir. So, oh man, I'm running this SD24 Joe, and the thing's been running for um, maybe all morning, probably over an hour already, and it's just going strong. It ain't stopping. Look at this guy, unbelievable. Are you watching? You watching the channel? You're watching now? Okay, all right, all right, all right, all right. My brother Joe Bravo is there. Beautiful. Hey, just to let yep, just to let you guys know, Clintonville Model Railroad. Clintonville Model Railroad will start his stream at 2 p.m. Central Time. So don't miss that. I'm going to get on. I'm going to watch the Clintonville Model Railroad stream later on today. And that's going to be awesome. The Texaco? Or are you talking about the Texaco? Oh, that's I think that's SO gas. I think it's natural gas. I think that's a natural gas tank. Yeah. Yeah. My I think my brother scored that for me. Oh, the Auto Trader. Okay, so the Auto Trader I've had for a while, and believe it or not, um, I have about 6 of those. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a video later, sometime in the future with hauling all 6 of those together. And there's another guy who does Tyco. I can't remember his name, but he did a video of him pulling like 12 of those things. And I was like, wow, it was impressive. And I think he used 2 locomotives to do it, because a single locomotive is just too much. You're gonna burn that motor out. Yeah, it's a lot of weight. So yeah. Let's see here. Mark Ryan also has the Tyco US1 trucking set. You ever see that, Joe? It was like a slot car, but it was trucks, and it had like different stations, like dumping stations and cargo stations, and it had a point where the train would cross over the slot car track. Like it was built in. It was built in. It was a special pieces that would allow train tracks to go through the whole Tyco, the US1 Oh, it was awesome, but I never had that because I knew that stuff was expensive. So I definitely didn't. Oh yeah, yeah, they still have it. You see a lot of that you see a lot of that on eBay, and once in a while you'll see them pop up in you'll see them pop up in like OfferUp, and yeah, I'm thinking about it. Once you get that table all set up, thinking about maybe hooking it up with getting one of those US1 Tyco sets.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be able to pull a lot of you're gonna be able to pull a lot of stuff with your new table, Charlie.
Yeah,
You're gonna have a big old sneak.
yeah.
You're gonna have a sneak.
Hey, you're gonna have to 3D print me some tanks, Joe. I need some tanks in here. I need more like refinery tanks. Maybe we could do a refinery right here in the middle. Do a refinery right here. Yeah, yeah. Do some. I mean, they have a refinery kit for like $40 some, but man, if you could 3D it,
We'll do even better, Charlie.
yeah,
We'll make our own. We'll just copy and make our own.
yeah. Yep, the Texaco tank car is definitely for gas, and this Esso is a natural gas uh, tank, a storage tank.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a little diner here called Moss Place. I have a brand new one that I've never built, but that one works.
Yeah,
Yeah. So later on, I'm gonna add some power to these switches. So I'll just run it down the middle. I could also run it in the middle with some switches over here. I haven't done that yet, but it's just I got to run some wires from the switch here to the power supply, and then I could throw the switches, and then I could run the train like in the middle portion of it, and then run it, and then have this one over here, this crosswalk or this crossing gate work. It works right now. It's got power to it. What? Yeah, when we do the table, I'm gonna have all the wiring set up to where if wherever you need power, it'll we'll have it there available. So if a switch, it's 12 volt, but it's variable. Yeah, I don't think you can go more than 14 volts though. No, you can't do more than 14 volts. But yeah, yeah, I am really impressed with this coming around the mountain. I haven't run it, Joe, and oof, man, I can't tell you how long. It's been a long time, but this thing's running like it hasn't stopped running. I've been running it since this morning, and when I did a presentation video, then I did some short videos, and then I did this live stream, and we haven't stopped. In fact, I've slowed it down a little bit because I'm like, yeah, well, I don't want to run it too hard, even though it's pulling less than an amp. It's actually it's pulling maybe not even a quarter amp, and that's good. So if I do a video again on coming around the mountain, I'm gonna do it with the 1977 version, which had the pulp wood car in it. It had I think it had a different gondola. It had like 3 or 4 more cars, and supposedly that thing would pull it. I think this particular locomotive here will be able to pull it. It has the power to do it. Because it's just running nice. It's running nice, Joe. Look at that. I am just so happy with this. I'm just glad these other guys, that are telling me that this is reminding me of the stuff that they had when they were kids. Man, you know how it is. When you're like, damn, man, those were the good old days, man. I didn't have a care in the world. I just, did my hobbies and everything was cool. And then I grew up and I had to pay bills. And then I had bills to pay. Yeah. So, yes, sir. So, yes. Yes.
They can actually push
Yes.
on target. Have you seen those?
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna show the guys what I'm running this thing with. I am running. Hang on a second. I am running. I'm gonna move the camera here just to show you guys. I am running. I am using the MRC Tech 3 Model 9000, and just to show you what this train is pulling. Look at that. It's pulling what? Not even a quarter amp? That's barely a quarter amp. Barely, a little over a quarter amp. That's my control. Yeah, that's my controller. Yeah, that's my controller. And it's around, I'm at 40% power, and it's at about 8 volts. It's at about 8 volts, a little over a quarter amp at 40%. And just look at this beauty now. Now this signal right here, guys, I bought it on, I think I bought it on, what's that, AliExpress? Yeah, I bought it at AliExpress for like $8 or something like that. It wasn't very expensive. Yeah, it wasn't expensive. It was not expensive at all. Oh no, that's like 22 gauge or something. It's really thin. Yeah, it's really thin. It's really thin wire. Oh my goodness. This thing, I'm so excited about this train. Yep. Yep.
Wow, look at that, dude.
Yep. Yep. So I think I do have a 9500. Let me look. Yeah. I got a Model Tech 3 9500 on my bench. When I test engines after I fix them. But this 9000 is working just fine.
Beautiful turn. Look at that,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. It's I'm happy. I'm really happy with this thing. Yes, sir. Hey. Hey, Joe, check it out. Ron's Trains and More is with us. Wow, man. I'm a big fan of Ron. Wow. Hey, Ron. That's awesome. I'm glad you joined us. Woo! That's super cool. Dang, yeah. Ron Ron's checking it out with us. So I hope I get him excited about doing some more videos. I love watching his videos. Oh yeah. Ron's definitely he's a big hit. Yep. But man, like I said, I am just really happy with this train here. I mean, it's going. Wow. Awesome. Fantastic.
Can we do a wrap on the tables and have them copy that similar same scheme and just like stick it on your table, bro?
I think so. I wouldn't see why not.
I think they can do it because I've seen people do like wraps with like all kinds of like weird, like intricate, and
yeah.
I'm sure that if you give them a picture, they'll be able to print it out and see how we can stick it on, and we can do it ourselves, and
yeah.
that way it'll look exactly like that. Starting.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Too much.
Yeah. Yeah, that would yeah, if I could make a lithograph. If I could make like a lithograph. You know what? And check this out, Joe. I actually have another one of these Tyco Scene cardboard things, brand new. So they could actually literally scan it.
Right.
Dang.
Wow.
We gotta look into that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we definitely gotta look into that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So.
You know what? If you can get like a scale, like the way you want it, get a picture of it, have them size it up to our bench, to your bench.
Yeah. We could size it up right to it. Man, that is fantastic.
We try to match up the tree tops, but actually eliminate all that. All we got to do is just put that big decal over the table. It'll be exactly like that, Charlie. Identical.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man,
Wow, that looks beautiful.
that
Man.
is
Look at that.
absolutely gorgeous.
I'm really getting a kick out of that easel tank, Charlie. I think that is really cool.
Dang. Hey, Ron loves the excellent work we did out here on the Tycho scene.
Yeah, oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Hey,
Charlie.
thanks, Ron. Really appreciate the encouragement. Man, wait till we get that huge table in here. That is going to be like, whoa! Yeah. You know, for something.
Some little hiccups here and there, a lot of modifications, but I want to make sure this thing lasts forever for Charlie. Make sure he can put it away, store it, and make sure it connects easy. And it's just a lot. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be, but I got it mastered now. Just now I'm in the process of doing all the little details on it now, Charlie, and you know, sanding some of the aluminum burrs and clean up the table so it looks a little bit nicer. Make sure everything collapses like it's supposed to, and make sure everything lines up like it's supposed to when you put it together and doesn't shift on you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of variables that went into this table, Charlie.
Oh yeah.
All the leveling and stuff.
Oh, I believe it.
All that's easy to get to make the adjustments to level the table for you.
I believe it. I do believe it.
I mean, the list goes on, brother. I know it looks like a regular table to somebody, but a lot of engineering went into that table, Charlie, just specifically for your application.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. So, I mean, for the portability. Oh, we just had Anthony Middleport Junction saying hello to everybody, and thanks Anthony for joining us. We're talking about this this modular table that I'm going to have here in the studio in a what do you think, Joe? In a week or so? 2 weeks? When do you think we're going to have that table done?
Oh, I just lost you, Charlie.
Yeah. Hey, when do you think we're going to have that table? When do you think we'll have that table done?
Maybe like 2 more weeks, 30 or less.
About 2 weeks, huh?
The table's pretty much done. It's just I'm in the process now of finessing everything, making sure things laminated correctly, making sure that the doors, the modules when you connect them, they all lock in.
Yeah.
Making sure that when you put together, you don't have any problems that they're not aligning correctly. I had to do a lot of aligning stuff and making sure that it was leveling like it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
About 2 more weeks, Charlie. We'll have it ready. We'll get it out there. Maybe less.
Yeah, it's a monstrosity for the portability of that table. Of the breaking it down to that small size, less than 6 feet, expanding it to 14 feet, expanding the width from 4 feet to 6 feet. If you want 6 feet, you got 6 feet. If you just want 4 feet, you got 4 feet.
You got 4 feet. Yes.
So
in a matter of minutes, you could add that extension
within a few minutes. Man, I'm excited about that thing here. Yes. And let's see, Mark Ryan's asking about if anybody remembers the lifelike Lyofoam layouts from the 70s. Yes, I do remember those. I never got one. You know how the one I have with the mountains and the lake and all that?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so lifelike, the one I have is made by Vollmer, Germany, but lifelike made a cheap foam version of it that you buy, and I think it was like less. I think it was like $50 because you had to add your own track to it. It wasn't like it didn't have the track already. It was just like the foam. It was just the foam piece already painted. It already had the paint on there, and I think you just laid down your track. I think that was one of the requirements that you did on there. And I do remember those, seeing those at what do you call it, at Toys R Us. I've seen it at Toys R Us, but I never got one of those because I had a 4x8 table already. So yeah, but
That was, what year was that, Trey? Like
oh man, it was in the 70s.
70s, huh?
Yeah, like late 70s, like late 70s. I think Lifelike had it. Maybe early 80s.
Early 80s?
Maybe early 80s.
Early?
Yeah, but apparently Ron had one. He had one of those, and then let's see here. Just got the Tyco switcher freight, and oh, Ron says that there was a middle section that you could buy to expand that foam layout. So to about a 4x8 size layout. Well, that would have been a good
Oh, wow.
that would have been a good size layout then.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
but yeah, they don't make that stuff. I'm pretty sure someone has the molds for that stuff, and why couldn't they bring that back? Why couldn't they make those molds again and make it out of EPO foam?
Yeah, oh, that would be,
You know,
they made it like that,
because if they made it out of EPO foam, that would last forever. It wouldn't crumble on you
No.
ever. You know, you'd have to paint it with something. So that, you'd have to paint it with a primer first,
Yeah.
so that the paint would stick. But once you did that, you wouldn't have any issues uh, with them painting it. Yes, this is Atlas Track. They're asking me if it's Atlas Track. Yes, nickel silver Atlas Track. I've got boxes and boxes of the old Tyco Track stuff, and I do have the steel track stuff, but I try to use this nickel silver stuff. To me, it just, I don't know, it just conducts better. It's easier to clean. The brass is beautiful, but man, you gotta really clean that a lot because it tarnishes. It tarnishes pretty quick. But man, look at this train, Joe. It's still it's freaking train's not stopping. This train ain't stopping. She's coming around the mountain. Yes, sir. Unbelievable.
That's crazy, Charlie.
And we also have Tom's Trains and Accessories. He's joined. Wow, another big hit. Let's see. Tom's telling us that I was happy to find your channel and subscribe. Awesome, Tom's. Though I enjoy O-scale trains, you inspired me to dig out my all of my old HO trains.
Yes.
I got as a kid back in the late 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
And man, I'm telling you, man, I get excited too. I watch these videos. I watch these videos at work, and I'm like, man, I want to go home and run some trains.
Yeah.
Or I get these ideas, and I'm like, oh man, that'd be pretty cool. Or I get ideas when I do videos, right? I'm like, oh, that's a good angle. Let's try that angle. That angle's pretty good when we do videos and stuff. So I'm really glad that I could be part of bringing you guys like encouragement to do your model railroading, which is like awesome, fantastic. Man, look at that. But Tom says that he does O-scale, and I do have O-scale too, and I love O-scale. But when we get our table here in the next couple weeks, we're going to run O-scale now, and we're going to be able to do it because we've got 14 feet of track that we could run up and down, and it just makes the O-scale train look, just more, just prototypical, like it.
It's about 170 for the wrap, bro. If you, for your size that you want, it doesn't matter what kind of clear scheme you want. They'll do for 175 if you do it yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think we're gonna do that for you. You gotta start looking for the color scheme that you want for your cable.
Yep. Watch, look at this, man. Let's see here. We got Ron's trains. He's really excited about this coming around the mountain train. Like I said, I just pulled it out of the storage box. Hadn't run it in forever. I think I did clean it. and just started running it. And man, this thing's been running like this whole time with with like no issues. Yeah, the train set, like I said, it did come in variations. Um, and this is the this is the set that you would see back in 1979. It only came with four. Besides the engine, it only came with four different cars. The 1977 version, when it first debuted, it came with, I want to say, it came with the Maxwell House whistle. It came with that. It came with a like a bridge, a bridge, and it was elevated. The track was elevated. Yeah, it was functional. Yeah, it was a functional raised elevated bridge. I want to say it also came with a loader. I want to say it came with a loader of some kind. And if it didn't, it came with a crossing gate. One of those. It came with one of those things. I'd have to look. I know there's a video out there. Um, I know there's a video of the history of this locomotive, and man, you guys are making me think. I can't remember who did that video, but yeah. Wow, Joe, this. Yeah, you can still find those accessories, but here I got a big shout out for. Let me see if I can say this right. Tauraco Railways, uh, and it says Elizabeth, who's given us her greetings and happy Friday from South Africa, bro. Wow. Well, Elizabeth, thank you for joining us here. I don't know what time it is in South Africa, but I hope that everything's fine down there and you're having a great time. Glad you joined us. And man, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Elizabeth from South Africa. All right. Are you back with me, Joe? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Yeah, yeah. But again, big shout out to Elizabeth from South Africa who's watching us. I believe you're the first person from that continent to, uh, join us. I want to say, yeah. So over there, it's eight. It's just before 8 p.m. So it's 10:45 in the morning here, California time, and 8 p.m. over there in South Africa. So that's South Africa. Loving it. I'm loving it. So let's see here. Did this train set come with the Arley station? Well, um, I would say that Tyco did probably put something like that. I wouldn't doubt it. They might have had a couple of variations of what accessories you got with the train set, but this train set here did debut in 1977, and it was last seen on the Tyco catalog in 1979. And again, there is a video out there about the history of this particular train. Check it out. But I can't remember the guy's. Here, let me see. Yeah, it's a video of the history of this. Hang on, let me find it. Let me let me find it. Yeah, let me find it. Let's see here. Tycho coming around the mountain. I found it. All right, guys. If you want to find, yeah, I'm gonna pitch it in right now. If you want to hear a real good or see a real good video of the history of this train, go to Dirty Dan's Trains. I'm subscribed to him. Dirty Dan has a real good video of this train. You won't be, you won't regret watching it. It's just, it very informative. He did a great job doing that video.
Oh, that's awesome, Charlie.
Yeah, he did awesome. But that is where we're at. That is where we're at here. Let's see here. Let's close this, and we're good to go here. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's beautiful, Charlie.
All right.
Oh, I love that view right there, bro.
So,
That's the view right there, Charlie. That's the money shot, bro.
yes.
Love it.
Well, like I said,
Charlie, that's the money shot right there, bro.
that's the money shot. That's the good one right there, right?
Oh, that's beautiful, bro.
Oh man. Okay. So, let's see here. Let's check it out.
Charlie, can you switch the track right there so it goes in a full circle?
Well, that's what I was telling you about. I need to I could, but then I could. Let me do that. Let me see if we can run it in the center here. Let me slow it down. Let me slow it down. And then wait a minute. Let me bring it over here. Okay, let me bring it over here. And I kind of manually have to change these. So let's see. I gotta manually do it. I gotta manually actuate it. That's why I gotta put some power. I gotta put some power there. And let's see if we can actually. Let's wind this up. Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's wind that up.
We should put a little servo on there with the switch, so that way it actuates it for you. But
It's already there. It's already there. It's already there.
Oh, it's already there?
Yeah, it's already there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the switch is there. Everything's there.
Is that the switch inside there?
Yeah, see that little black thing here? That's the switch.
Yes.
That's the switch. It's a little relay.
Wow.
It's a little relay. Okay, let's see. Let's give it a shot. Let's see. Will it do it?
Let's see.
Oh dang!
Oh dang!
Oh, there you go. I didn't think it was gonna run in the center there, but I guess it will. Dang! Let's see. I got another. Yeah.
Oh, look at that, bro.
Wow. I gotta clean that centerpiece though with the track. It does look like it's kind of slow, but you know what? It didn't derail. It doesn't look like it derailed.
You can program it so it does it for you. It'll slow the train down and then do the switcheroo and then make it like wrap up again, or do you prefer to do it by yourself? Like you control it.
Yeah. See how it kind of slowed down there a little bit?
Yeah, how it slowed down. Yeah.
That's okay though. As long as it don't derail, you're okay. But it works. It's working. It is working.
It's working, bro.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. Looks like we're doing a Chevy pickup project. Busy with it now. A 1955 split window. Just ordered parts from America that arrived. So Elizabeth there is working on a truck, but loves trains. Working on a Chevy, a 55 Chevy pickup split window.
Oh, okay, with the 3 windows in the back, yeah.
Yeah.
So it has that big schnauzer front end on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Is she gonna hot rod it? Is she gonna rig it all soft?
I don't know.
What she gonna do?
We're gonna have to find out. Are you gonna hot rod your truck, Elizabeth, or are you gonna make it stock? Let's find out. Yeah, see how that's okay though. I mean, it does run in the center. Honestly, I don't remember ever running anything in the center here. I just had it just set up, but not really running anything with it.
Yeah. Oh, I love the color on that train, Charlie. The
Yeah.
colors are amazing, bro.
The colors pop out, huh?
Yeah, they pop, bro. They're literally big jump.
Look at that thing. Dang.
I love it.
Look at that, Joe. McLovin' it.
You know,
Folks, I am so excited. Let's see. Can I get a different angle here? Let's see. Can I get a different angle? Will it show? Let's see. Will it show? Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can get this angle to. Hang on a second. We want to get this. Let's get this. Let's get this like this. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. How about that? Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Let's try that.
There you go. There you go, my brother.
What do you think? What do you think?
Oh, I love it, dude.
What do you think? Folks, what do you think?
Oh, man.
There you go. Look at that, huh? Woo! Excited. Excited. Man, this is one of my probably best live feeds with no, I mean, I didn't have any issues this morning. I got up early, kissed the wife goodbye to go to work. She went to work, and I said, you know, let me just put this together. And man, that is fantastic. If you take a look, if you take a good look, you could see the signal here going off. Yeah, nice, very nice. Wow. Oh. Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Charlie, when we do your table set, we're gonna do both the train and the slot cars right together.
Yes. We're gonna do the slot cars and the O scale. We're gonna do O scale trains and 1/43rd scale slot cars from Carrera, and we're gonna have a up and over, and we're gonna do all that stuff too. Let's see here. What did Mark Ryan say? I wonder how hard it would be to take the steel track out of the crossing with the bell and flasher and replace it with brass or nickel rail. You know what? If I had an extra one to mess with, I probably would try it. But this is the only one I got, and that center crosswalk there, it was brand new. I literally broke the seal just to open it up. So that's a brand new one. So nobody modified it. Nobody messed with it. That's an original one. So I'm like, and I don't see any issues with the steel rail. It seems to be working fine with the silver nickel track. Same thing with the other one over here, with the one here on the side that I put a LED signal with. That track seems that's steel track too, and it doesn't have any issues with it. I'm just really happy that this thing's working like really good.
Oh, it's working great, Charlie. It's working fantastic.
Man, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna do a couple of video shots of it running in the middle like that.
Charlie, did you find that other caboose that we've been looking for? I kind of stopped looking, but I looked for a while on eBay. I can't find that caboose still, bro.
The Western Pacific.
Yeah, the Western Pacific.
Man, that's a hard one to find. Yep, that's one of the hardest cabooses out there to find. The Western Pacific.
Yeah, hey, bro, and if you find it, it's gonna be a pretty penny.
Oh yeah. You know that. You know that. Yes, sir. Wow.
But if I find, I'm gonna get it for you. But if you find it, jump on it, bro. Don't even hesitate on that one, bro. That definitely would be one of your collectors if you can get it, bro.
Yeah.
You know, or unless we get one that's not we can use the shell and then we can airbrush it and get them to make us like calligraphics.
Uh-huh.
And we can throw a decal on the side to mimic it to look like it's one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
I mean, this ain't worse comes to worse, right? We can't find the original, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, and back out. Oh, we got a derailment finally. Wow. First derailment in an hour. Ah!
Where's the real from?
It derailed because I took it out. Oh, I didn't do it right. That's why. That's why. I didn't okay. That's why I derailed. It's the switch the yeah. Hold on, folks. We got a derailment because it was the switchers. It was operator error. Operator error. Let's see. Oh, we still got something. Let's see here. Let's see. Where are we at? Oh, right here. Yeah. I got about 6 of.
I haven't seen that shell that's all chrome plated with the big shell on the side, or that
Yeah.
Mexico also.
No, that's there was a couple of them. Texaco had one.
Yeah, or polished aluminum.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. Okay, hang on. Got a car loose. Got a car loose over here. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's say we're back in business. I want to say we're back in business. Oh.
There you go.
No, yeah. Yeah, we got a problem. We got a derailment. I didn't have one all morning. Okay. That's okay.
What happened? Is it because of debris on there?
No, I didn't have all the wheels on it. It should be fine now. It should be fine now. Yeah, now we're good. Anyways, oh shoot, yeah, let me see. Yeah, I gotta make sure these. There you go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I had some buildings move around. The train took the buildings out. But okay, looks like we're good now. Thanks, Elizabeth, for pointing that out. We had these buildings? No, they don't make these buildings anymore. No, you just have to find unused, unopened boxes from back in the day. There's kits out there that are still unopened. Yeah. Everything's gonna jump. Everything's gonna jump from this point on. Yeah. 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 Let's see what Tom says. Tom says he loves his Tycos and his AHMs, his Bachmans and Athearn blue boxes way back when, and he's very glad that he's kept them. Yep, he's got some. He's got some gold right now. He's got some gold. He's got some gold out there for sure. He says his Chattanooga Choo Choo still operates. You know, and that one was that was a classic. That was Tyco's like main. That was gravy for Tyco. That was Tyco's gravy. But anyhow, well, I'm gonna wrap it up, folks, because I got things to do. The rest of the day, I got a couple things to do the rest of the day. But just wanted you guys to see this one more time
Yeah.
before I break it down. Look at that. Look at that beautiful train. That is beautiful.
I love it.
That is beautiful.
That's
That's a beauty. Look at that. That's a beauty. Look at that. That's a beauty. That's a beautiful one. But anyways, okay.
I love it.
Let's see here. Came from a good times. My grandfather's trains, they're gone. But trains run in the blood in South Africa, my brother.
That's beautiful, Charlie.
Yep. And that's all right. I am really happy that we were able to reach people from literally across the world today. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the other videos I've put up, and and check out the playlist. You can watch the playlist too. I've made several playlists. That helps the channel out. The next time we come back live, I'll have some other Tyco trains that we haven't seen in quite some time that we saw in commercials, and do that. We'll do the 1977 version of Coming Round the Mountain. We'll even do dual motors. I'm going to see if I could uh, find the other locomotive that I have and run two of them. I got two of them with two of these guys. I actually have three, but the other one needs to be repaired. But anyways, have a safe weekend, folks. And just hang in there.
2 weeks, you guys will have it done 2 weeks.
2 weeks, we'll have that bigger table out here, and man, you're gonna be. It's gonna knock your socks off, because not only am I gonna be able to put like this layout on top of it, but I'll be able to put all three layouts on top of that table and run three different separate layouts on top of this table easily, and that's just going to be a blast.
Yeah.
So we'll do a live session where it's like, hey, you got this one, let's run this one. You got that one, we'll run that one. You want a Chesney? Let's do a Chesney. You want a Golden Eagle? Let's do a Golden Eagle. You want to do a Virginian? We'll do the Virginian. You want to do a Chattanooga? Let's do a Chattanooga. We'll be able to run three separate layouts all at the same time. And I think I'm going to have Joe come over to help me run it, because I can't run all three at the same time. And yeah, we'll have Joe out there. But very good. All right, thanks again, folks. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. 2 weeks, we'll have the big extravaganza, the grand opening.
Yeah, grand opening.
But thanks again. Be safe out there. Hope you have a great weekend. Let your friends know that here we are. Look, it just finally decided. It decided to stop. It said, you know what? I've had enough too. So I'm gonna shut her. I'm gonna shut that down. And then just chill out. Actually, no, I can't chill out. I got stuff to do right now. But thank you again. I really appreciate it. You guys got me all motivated, excited, and man, this thing worked out great. I'm glad, in a way, I'm kind of glad I'm the only one with this expansion, because I haven't seen this video. I saw one guy, and he put this video out of this Tyco Scene expansion part over 12 years ago. I think there's only one video of it, and we don't have any 4K video of this stuff. You know, nothing sharp. So we do have this. I'm glad I have this thing going, and you know, I want to put a lot more trains on it to show you guys what Tyco had back in the day. So for right now, we will catch you guys live on the next live stream. All right. Bye for now, folks. Again, I can't thank you enough. My brother Joe Bravo, my locomotive brother, He also thanks you too. Yeah. So, all right. Catch you. Have a good one.
Thank you guys.
All right. Okay.
Good, Charlie.
Okay. Hang on a second here.
Bye, guys.